Preseason has been going really well. It's looking promising. We had our mile time trial this week, and we had a few people really pop off. Obviously, Tara and Elena and Kayla are both looking really promising, especially in the workouts that we had already. We have a few really good girls that I'm excited to see how they can improve this year.
On the more fun side of things, we did a lot of team bonding stuff. Like, we went up to Jim Thorpe yesterday for rafting, and we've had a few like pool parties and team get-togethers to like bond us as a team before we start, to make sure that everyone gets along really well and that we can work together in practice as best as possible.
Preseason has been going pretty well. We had our mile time trial on Monday, and while that wasn't the best showing we've had, a few guys did make it up there into the top spots. And mile isn't really a baseline for cross country. It's just something we like to use. So even if some guys didn't perform as well as they normally would have, it's not a big deal. But we did have our double threshold on Wednesday, and according to Coach Jesse, that was probably one of the best we've had ever. So that's a really positive thing to look at, and can't wait to see more.
So, Coach Jesse, how's preseason been going in your opinion?
I'll take it. I think it's been going really well so far. We just had an awesome double threshold workout on Wednesday. We had people like Nate Hajel running like 20 seconds a mile faster at much lower heart rates than in the spring, and across the board it was like that. And then part of the other thing we're trying to do is just team bond, have a good time with each other. So our trip up to Jim Thorpe, we're doing more throwing water at each other than whitewater rafting. We had some good time at like Jacobsburg State Parks and going over to Kleinberg's house. So like part of the point is to make connections with our teammates, and I think we're really successful with that so far this preseason.
Our expectations for the season, hopefully we can send as many as we can to NCAAs. Hopefully we could rewrite some of the record boards and change some of the names on there, add a few others, and just replace some of the other ones. Another thing as well is just trying to see how much we could have fun with the season. It could be stressful sometimes, but embracing it and just having fun is hopefully the main thing that all of us can do.
For this season, we're really hoping to see hopefully a conference championship out of the team, send as many people to NCAAs as possible, and
I'm really expecting to see a lot of girls improve this year. Especially we had a good sized freshman class, and now that they're moving up to sophomores, I think that they can really improve there and get even better than they were last year. So I'm excited to see our depth this year.
Okay. All right, Coach. What are your expectations for this season?
Okay. For both teams, the goal is to get as many people to nationals as possible and place as high as conference or at the conference meet as possible. Both teams have a shot at really both getting the teams and certainly getting the teams to nationals and winning conference as a team. So, but it's really just kind of taken day by day. I know that's cliche and what every coach in America says, but we can't worry about all that stuff. I'm really not going to talk about goals much this year, because what's more important is that we make the most of the workout tonight and then just, resting, recovering so we're ready for the next day.
Cool.
I'm most looking forward to just seeing how the team comes together and how well we can compete as a team. I think we had a really good group this year and a big upperclassmen base, and just seeing how well that build comes together.
I'm looking forward to enjoying all of my lasts, since this is my final season. So I'm just looking forward to doing everything one more time.
Most looking forward to just having fun with the guys, training together and racing together as one big group is very exciting, especially for my last year. Hoping to get another fourth consecutive conference title to add just to our overall conference title. I think that would be really cool.
I think I'm most looking forward to is maybe piggybacking off of Rachael is doing the last. As a senior, it'd be fun to just do everything one more time and give it one last hurrah. See how the summer paid off, and just have fun with everyone.
What are you most looking forward to this season?
Thank you. Well, obviously, in terms of how we do as a team, trying to get some people out to Indiana for nationals, that'd be an awesome experience. But we're trying a couple of new things this year. We're going up to a meet up in SUNY Geneseo to try and kind of see how we stack up against a bunch of other teams that we haven't raced as much before, and see if we can get some, I guess, ultimately points or improve our resume when we're hopefully looking at qualifying for nationals as a team. We're going to try and do some other things while we're up there, going to a state park. It'll just be a really neat team bonding experience. But otherwise, I just like doing some of the other things we do. When we go to Stockton in about 3 or 4 weeks here, we'll have a beach day in Ocean City, New Jersey. And that's always a fun time for some of the families to tag along, and the team usually has a good time with it. So, obviously I'm looking forward to a lot of what we can accomplish this year athletically, but I think we got some really cool experiences for the team to be able to form really good connections throughout the year as well.